but in your mechanical translational system, the source is or the input is only the force. Okay, the input is only one input will be there, that is only the force. So since there are two types of inputs in your electrical system, so we must discuss force and voltage analogy and force and current analogy. Okay, two types of analogies that we are have to discuss. Okay, let us start with force voltage analogy. Okay, I am considering a mechanical system here. So if you observe carefully here, in this mechanical system, all the three elements are there. Mass is there, okay, spring is there, and dashpot is there. Okay, all the three elements are there. Okay, mass, dashpot, and spring. Okay, so here we are applying a force of f of t. Okay, I have written f here. So what I will do is, I don't want this f of t. Okay, so I will just modify it, because when I write f of t, there should be f of t. When I'm considering f, what is the need to write f of t? Okay. Okay. So here the applied force is F. I can write here f of t. Doesn't matter. It's same. It's always okay. I might have written here f of t instead of removing t here. I might have written here t. Nothing will change. Okay. Okay. I have already taken an initial step. So leave it. Okay. So here the applied force is F. Let us assume. Okay, since the applied force is F, okay, so due to the applied force there is a displacement, of x here. Okay, so all these things you already know. So when force is applied, F, there is a displacement of x. Okay, so you know the differential equations. Okay, with respect to the mass, with respect to the dashpot, and with respect to the elastic spring. Okay, so the forces, opposing forces on this, when force is applied, this is the applied force. What are all the opposing forces here? Opposing forces are due to the mass, due to the elasticity of the spring, due to the friction of the dashpot. Okay, so these are all the opposing forces are equal to the applied force according to Newton's second law. So you know this equation very well. F equal to m into d square x by dt square plus b into dx by dt plus kx. Okay, so I will take the Laplace transform of this equation. If I want to take the Laplace transform of this equation, it will be equal to f of s is equal to m into s square into x of s plus b into s into x of s plus k into x of s. This is my Laplace transformation equation for this equation. So I will get f of s is equal to, okay, so ms square x of s plus vs x of s plus k x of s. Consider it as equation number 1. Now we have considered an mechanical system just now, mechanical translation system. Now let us consider an electrical system. Electrical system is RLC circuit. I have considered a series RLC circuit. I'm applying a voltage of E here, and because of the supply voltage, current of I amperes will flow into the circuit. Okay, so if I apply KVL to this loop, okay, if I apply KVL to this loop, what do I get? V is equal to applied voltage is equal to the voltage drops in the circuit. What are all the voltage drops in this circuit? One voltage drop is due to R, that is R into I. Another voltage drop is due to this inductance, that is L into di by dt. Next, another voltage drop is due to this capacitance, that is 1 by c integral of I dt. Okay, this is my differential equation for this electrical system. So if I take the Laplace transform of this equation, what do I get? I will get V of s is equal to R into I of s plus L into S into I of s plus 1 by Cs I of s. Okay, so this is what I will get. Okay, consider it as equation number 2. Now we know current is in terms of charge. If I want to represent current in terms of charge, I is equal to dq by dt. If q is the charge, okay, so I is equal to dq by dt. So if I take the Laplace transform of this, I will get is is equal to s into q of s. Okay, so consider it as equation number 3. Substitute equation number 3 in your equation number 2. Okay, substitute equation number 3 in your equation number 2. This is your equation number 2. Instead of I of s, write sqs. sqs. So substitute and write it. Okay, substitute this sqs in your equation number 2. You will get this, and rearrange the terms in the order of s square s plus constant. Okay, s square plus s plus constant. Rearrange all the terms in terms of this. Okay, if you compare equation number 4 with your equation number 1, s square of m x of s is here. Okay, m s square x of s is here. Okay, whereas okay, my power pointer has stopped working. Huh? My power pointer has stopped working. Wait. Okay. Hmm. Okay, I hope the screen is visible. Let me check. Where am I? Okay. Yeah, this is the screen. So if you observe here, okay, it is, yeah. If you compare this equation number 4 with your, this is not this. If you compare this equation number 4 with your equation number 1, okay, so s square into q of s is there, s square into x of s is there. So you can equate L is equal to M, I can say. Similarly, S is Q of S, equation number 1, S X of S. So B is equal to R and Q is XS. So K is equal to 1 by C. Okay, so we can draw a table. Okay, so we can consider mechanical elements and electrical elements. Okay, so what is the input for your mechanical elements? It was force. Okay, so input, okay, input for the mechanical element was mechanical translational element was the force. What is the input for your electrical that system that you have considered is the voltage. You can represent voltage in terms of E or V. Okay, next, what is I is equal to dq by dt, isn't it? I is equal to dq by dt. Okay, velocity is equal to dx by dt. Okay, so here if you observe in your previous slides, If you observe, Q of S is nothing but Q of S can be equated with X of S, means Q can be equated with X. Q is what? Q is the charge. Okay, Q is the charge. So Q is the charge. Q can be equated with the displacement. Q is equal to displacement. Okay, Q is nothing but your displacement. You can replace Q by X. So these two can be equated. Okay, so when displacement and charge can be equated, then velocity and current can also be equated. Why? Because I is equal to dq by dt and velocity is equal to dx by dt. Okay, that's it. Okay, so our resistance can be equated with the frictional coefficient. Okay, just now we have seen mass can be equated with the inductance. Spring stiffness of the spring K can be equated with 1 by C. Okay, so Newton's second law can be equated with your Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay, so according to Newton's second law, applied forces equal to the opposing forces. According to Kirchhoff's voltage law, applied voltages are equal to the voltage drops in the circuit or in a loop. Okay, so these two can be equated. So if you consider a lever, or forget about the lever because it is related to mechanical students. So if you consider a transformer, you know E1 by E2 is equal to N1 by N2. Okay, that can be compared with the lever of a mechanical element, okay, mechanical system. F1 by F2 is equal to L1 by L2. Okay, so if you remember this, you can solve the problems. Okay, so force can be replaced by E, V can be replaced by I, X can be replaced by Q, B can be replaced by R, M, L, K, 1 by C. Okay, so these terms you rarely use actually. Okay, so if you remember all these terms, you can solve the problems in this unit. Okay, so just now we have seen mechanical translational system. Okay, with the mesh based electrical system. Okay, force with voltage analogy. Next, force with current analogy. Let us see. So in this also we are considering a mechanical system. So what is the differential equation for this mechanical system? You already know what that is. Here also f of t is there. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. Okay. So here, this is the mechanical system. Okay, this is a mechanical system. Okay, frictional element is there, mass is there, and elastic element is there. So you can write it by according to Newton's second law, applied force is equal to the opposing forces. You can write this differential equation, and you can determine the. You can write this differential equation, and you can determine the Laplace transformation equation for this. Okay, so this is the Laplace transformation equation, which just now in the previous case we have seen. Now let us consider an electrical system. Okay, let us consider an electrical system. Okay, so this is our electrical system. Okay, I'm considering this is my electrical system. Wait. Okay, this is my electrical system. So I have considered an RLC circuit. Okay, so all these elements in this circuit are parallel with each other. Okay, all the elements are parallel with each other. Okay, all these elements are parallel with each other. Okay, so I'm considering an current source here. Okay, so because of this current source, current enters into this each and every element through this node. Okay, okay, so let us consider the voltage at this node as some V. Okay, okay, so and let us consider the other node at the other end as the reference node. Okay, so voltage at the reference node will be 0. We already know that. Okay, so reference node voltage we will assume it as 0. Okay, so the current in each and every element, let us consider current in resistance is IR, current in inductance IL, current in capacitor it is IC. So according to according to Kirchhoff's current law, okay, according to Kirchhoff's current law, I is equal applied voltage, applied current is equal to the whatever. It means the current entering at a node is equal to the current leaving at the node. Okay. So entering current is I and the leaving currents are IR plus IL plus IC. So you can represent with respect to the resistive element and node voltages these currents. Okay. In terms of node voltages, if you want to represent the currents in these three elements, then I will be equal to V by R plus 1 by L integral of V dt plus C dV by dt. Okay. This is our Kirchhoff's current law equation. Okay. So the current entering at a node is equal to the current leaving at the node. Okay. Algebraic sum of currents entering at the node equal to algebraic sum of currents leaving through the node. Okay. So there are three currents which are leaving and only one current is entering. So now let us take the Laplace transformation of this equation. If you take the Laplace transformation of this equation, you will get I of s. So 1 by R into V of s, 1 by LCS Vs. Okay. CS Vs is my differential equation which governs this electrical system. When you represent this, when a current source is connected to the electrical system. Okay, now, okay, now let us consider phi is the flux. Okay, phi is the flux. Okay, so we know V is equal to d phi by dt. You already know, you have already learned it in the electrical machine subject. Okay, ET subject. Okay, so voltage is equal to d phi by dt, rate of change of flux. Okay, so voltage is equal to the rate of change of flux. So if you take this equation and if you determine the Laplace transform of this equation, very good, power has gone.